So today I'm going to be doing the fooCorporation program, and the purpose of this video is to help those who are struggling. And if you're just here to learn or any other reason, that's also fine. So it says the fooCorporation needs a program to calculate how much to pay their hourly employees. The U.S. Department of Labor requires that employees get paid time and a half for any hour over 40 that they work in a single week. For example, if an employee works 45 hours, they get 5 hours of overtime at 1.5 times their base pay. The state of Massachusetts requires that hourly employees be paid at least $8 an hour. FoodCorp requires that an employee not work more than 60 hours in a week. So an employee gets paid hours times base pay for each hour up to 40. So we don't include this second part. For every hour over 40, they get overtime base pay times 1.5. The base pay must not be less than a minimum wage of $8 an hour. If it is, print error. If the number of hours is greater than 60, print error message. So let's create a class and a project. Okay, so I already did that. You can create a project by just saying file new. You should already know this, but Java project, and then just type anything. Just like food crop or anything like that, and then just right click on it and then say new and then class. So let's get started. So let's first create a main, and okay, let's write some things down over here. So it can't be over less than $8. And it can't be more than 60 hours. And okay, let's write the over here. Yeah, it tells us the method we should use. So let's write down if it needs to be changed. We can change it, but let's write down to make it simple. Okay, so let's get started. So let's create a scanner because we're going to be asking them how much they get paid and the number of hours they worked. So new scanner inputs equals new dot n. And then you can import it by hovering over the scanner and then saying import, or you can do Control Shift O. Okay, so let's ask how much they get paid. Actually, let's ask the number of hours. Doesn't really matter, but I'm just choosing to go this way. And then let's put an input method. So this one is going to be int because it's the number of hours. It's going to be either 40, 35, or it's going to be whole numbers, not decimal stuff. Let's say hours equals input.nextInt. Let's ask how much I get paid. Sorry. So number of enter. Okay, and then this one's gonna be a double because they could be getting paid 8.5 or $8.50 or anything like that. So double. double basePay equals input.double next double. We're done with that. So let's create a let's write down something like calculatePay, and then we can do like yeah, let's do hours worked. No, oh yeah, we have to do hours and basePay. Okay, so let me explain this part. So when I say calculatePay, it's and like right now it doesn't know what to do. Like when we reach each line, there's gonna be error. You see this? That means there's gonna be an error. So let's create a main method. I mean, yeah, not a main, but a method. So still underline do red. So oh yeah, there should be a static. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what do we know? So it can't be less than $8 or 60. So let's say if hours worked is what's called greater than 60, or if um basePay is less than less than 8, we're gonna print out an error. That's what she said, right? So error bar, and just to make it interesting like that. So you could do this separately. You can make another else if. It should be else if, because after an if you're gonna do else if and then else at the end. Yeah, okay. So we're done with that, and then let's say else if. For to make it simple, let's just run the next line. Else if hours worked. Hours worked. Okay, so she said if the hours worked is less than 40 or equal to 40, we multiply that by the basePay, and then we just print that out. So we gets paid hours worked by basePay for each hour up to 40. So let's write that down. So if hours paid is um less than 40, less than or equal to 40, so we're gonna do hours work times basePay, and then you're done for that part. So then let's create another else if hours worked, yeah, sorry, hours worked is greater than 40. This one is gonna need more calculation and understanding. So let's go and understand it. So it says that for hours over 40, so for each hours up to 40, so now we know that we're gonna okay, let's create a double first pay, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this. Equals okay, now let me tell you. So it says an employee gets paid hours work times base pay for each hour up to 40. So when it enters here, that means that, well, it means that the person worked more than 40 hours. So we know that there's gonna be 40 hours. It's gonna be 40 hours times the base pay, and then that's it. yeah, 40 hours times the base pay. And then the next part is to add the first pay, this one, which is 40 times the base pay, to the extra hours times the base pay times 1.5. So I'll show you what that means. So let's create a double. So let's say second base pay. So and then this one equals 1.5, like she said. Base pay, yeah, they get overtime, which equals base pay times 1.5. So times base pay. Okay, so now we have this. We can okay. Let's create another. Actually, let's create an this int takes the number of hours worked. So let's say what should we name it to make it simpler? Let's say um second hours equals I can't do 40 minus the hours worked because that'll be a negative number. So we'll do hours worked minus 40. Well, okay. So I'm doing this because the second. So when I create this, when I create it in second hour, it's gonna leave me with the extra hours. So hours worked minus 40 gives me the extra. So if it's like 40, if the hours worked is 41, it's gonna leave me with 1. So I can easily multiply by the second base pay, which is 1.5 times the base pay. So I'll show you what that means. So let's create a double second second pay, because the first pay is 40 times the base pay. Now the second pay is 1.5 times the base pay, and then you multiply that by the hours. That's like the extra hours. So we already got the extra hours, so which is second hours. Second hours times second base pay, which is 1.5 times the base pay. Now we're set to take that and put it here. So we're gonna do first pay plus the second, and you're done. Okay, before you finish this off, if you don't want to get errors, you have to create an else, and then just say like else, just for the sake of time, we're just gonna do else invalid, which is not gonna come because we set all the possibilities. Okay, so let's try it. So let's try something that will bring the error. So that's like number of hours worked 40 and base pay is 4. Yep, error works. Okay, let's say 80 and then let's put the base pay correct, which is more than 8, so 9. Error. Good. And let's make this one correct. 40, and then let's make this 4. Error. Okay, good. Now let's try both of them correct. So let's try something below 40. So 30, and just sake of simplicity, let's do 30 times 10, which is 300. Okay, and then let's do 40 times 10, 400. Okay, let's try something over. So like 50 and then 10. Yeah, which is 550 because 40 times 10 is remember over here. Okay, let me tell you what it does. So it goes. I ask how much hours I worked this week, and then yeah, it says number of hours worked this week. I say 50, which is this int, which allows me to enter something, and then the same thing for the insert basePay, and then I say calculate pay hours basePay, which goes to this method. So when I go to this method, I say if hours worked is uh is is greater than 60, or basePay is called less than 8, print out error, which we already did and we saw. Now over here we're at the second else if, which is hours is greater than 40. So what it does is first is it calculates the first pay, which is 40 times the basePay. So let's do 40 times 10, which is 40 times 10 is 400, right? So it stores that, and then the second basePay is 1.5 times basePay. So 10 times 1.5 is 50. So, and then it says second hour, so hours worked minus 40, which is 10. And then second hours, so like it's 10 times 15, which is 150. So 400 sorry, 400 plus 150 is 550. So we got the correct answer. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you think it helped, drop a like, and if you have any other questions or any program you guys want me to go over, you can uh so it's called, you can say that in the comments, and I'll read your comments and try to reply. Okay, and thank you.